Hey everyone. So today I'm going to start on the first of hopefully many videos where I share my knowledge. And I've always had this idea of doing a programming from scratch course or series or just creating content out there that might be useful to other people. And so that's what today is going to be. And I've done a reset on my PC. So if you search for that in the Windows start bar, you can see there's reset this PC option. I removed everything. And I've done this a few times in the past where I would have done a cloud download to get the latest version. So I've had like kind of a recent version, so I just did a local reinstall this time. And then I just basically installed the bare minimum I could at least. I had to set up a few things in Windows Installer. So you have to these days log into your, let's say, Outlook or Gmail or whatever account that's linked to your Microsoft account. I did that when I installed it, but then you can go to your info and then set up a local account. So if this was a normal Microsoft account, you'd have an option here to say sign in with a local account instead. So basically, I'm not signed into OneDrive. I'm not signed into Microsoft services, at least as much as I can. And then I tried to do a Windows update. It did update some things, but my computer can't get the most recent version because it's not fully compatible. But once I had reset my computer after the Windows update, I then was able to start going on. One of the first things is that Winget didn't come with the version by default, but Winget is now there. So I've also installed OBS Studio so I can record this video, and installed VLC Media Player using PowerShell. So I didn't even go into a browser to download Chrome or anything. I just installed it from the command line. So I'm trying to show you as much from scratch as possible. So I went to basically start, I type run, I type PowerShell, and then from there you can say winget search OBS. And there's a few, but the specific one I installed was this one. You can see it's from either the Microsoft Store or from the Winget installer itself, which is just a package manager for Windows these days. And you get the ID. You can say winget show, pass the parameter of ID. And you can see some more details. So you see it comes from the GitHub project where there's an installer for my computer, and that's the one I then installed. So the same thing for VLC. So that's basically it. You'll see that the time says it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. That's actually, I think, a bug in Microsoft Windows because Windows 11 installer, I chose Netherlands as my country. So it should pick up that I am in the right time zone because right now it's actually late at night. It's about 10 o'clock. You see here it's showing me the news from Netherlands, so not sure why it's not set the time zone. So another thing I'm going to then do is just to fix that. You see the time zone for some reason gets set to Pacific time by default. Not sure why. I'm just going to set it to my actual local time zone, and there we go. We see it's now 10 o'clock. So that's basically all I've done to set up my system. This is the first video. There's going to be quite a lot where I'm actually going to just go from scratch as if you don't know anything really, and then set up my computer to be ready for a development environment, and then basically explain how I learned to program.